watching the second news hour debate on Times Now Super Prime Time.
Now there's Dr Abhishek Manu Singhvi. He is outside our studios this evening, Rajya Sabha MP and spokesperson of the Congress. And with me in the studio to my left is Dr Kumar Vishwas, who's member of the National Executive of the Aam Aadmi Party, now being positioned as the person who could take on Rahul Gandhi in Amethi. By the way, is that true?
It's still in list.
Huh?
It's still in list. I
You're
have to
willing?
apply actually.
You're willing?
Yeah, I'm going to win if party is giving me a ticket, because luckily I'm in a party जिसमें 10 जनपद से या कहीं और से ticket नहीं मिलता. I have to apply like Arvind Kejriwal.
Thank you. Dr Kumar Vishwas, good to have you in the studio. Dr Sudhanshu Trivedi is national spokesperson of the BJP and he's the political advisor to BJP chief Rajnath Singh. And Vineet, Narain, senior journalist, is the person who broke the Hawala scam and several others, and has been a crusader for so many years in the fight against corruption. Thank you very much. Great to have you all in the studios. Now, Dr Singhvi, this is a joke pal. 7 or 8 tweets from Arvind Kejriwal describing what you are trying to pass tomorrow desperately as a joke pal. Why are you so desperate to somehow, pass it? Is authorship so important that you forget whether this bill itself serves the purpose, whether this new law serves the purpose or not?
2 or 3 points, Arnab, and I hope you'll give me that extra few percentage points because I'm outside your studio and not totally interrupt me every time. First point is that you are damned if you do, you are damned if you don't. You want to play it both ways. If we are passing it, then the question, why now? Why in a hurry? Let me tell you point number 2, Arnab. A professor of mine used to say, let not the perfect be the enemy of the good. There are very few perfect things out there, and I'm sure we can't have a perfect Lokpal which everybody on this panel, on this studio, and you and I will like. But it's a good bill. According to me, it is 90 to 95% plus of what was really proposed in all this agitation and movement. Now, if we are passing a good bill, I think it's, and that's my third point, it is no point exaggerating to the point of extremes to call it a joke pal. To call something unanimously agreed by a select committee a joke pal is, and that's my fourth point, Arnab, really an insult both to Parliament and to the select committee. You can say that there are 3 or 4 points more required. You can say that yes, over time we'll try to improve it. You'll try to, and as like with everything else, there's nothing perfect born, can be improved. But to suggest it's a joke pal is to suggest a joke pal is nothing but rhetoric. Is nothing but rhetoric. It is nothing but an insult to Parliament, and it is nothing but a very, very self-serving, narrow viewpoint that only what I say, my way or the highway, nothing else will work.
I have just 2 things to say to you. One a question, one an observation. First the observation, and then Dr Kumar Vishwas will respond to you. I'm sure Vineet Narain also will. First is, you say it is 90 to 95% there. Are you sitting there with some calculator which decides whether it's 85%, 80%, 95% or 94%? That's
yes,
on a lighter
I am, Arnab, because you have 20 points.
You are sitting with a calculator. Show me the calculator with which you measure it's 95 or 90%.
I'll tell you what the calculator is.
Because Rahul Gandhi said it is 99%.
I'll tell you what the calculator is. Those who have dealt with the Lokpal, and I had the privilege and the pleasure of doing it as chairman of the earlier standing committee, know that there are some, let us say, 20 or 25 finite points arising. Of those 20 or 25 finite points arising, in terms of the suggestions, inputs by the various people agitating, and I'm not now breaking it into the Anna Hazare movement or the non-Anna Hazare movement, almost, as I said, 95% or 93% odd, all those points have been covered. Those are points which can be counted. My own report had 25 chapters, and most of the points on dispute are not covered.
This is like you're giving yourself a certificate, if I may say so. No, 1 second. First of all, get the response now. You are giving yourself a certificate.
No.
The whole country knows. 1 minute please. Kumar Vishwas will now rebut on what problems he has. Why he calls it a joke pal. I know that the whole country knows that in January 2013, when the cabinet cleared the recommendations of the steering committee, that time it was 99% there. What stopped you from discussing the bill in the budget session? What stopped you from discussing the bill in the monsoon session? You didn't discuss in the budget session, you didn't discuss in the monsoon session, and suddenly now you are in a tearing, unbelievable Formula 1 kind of hurry to pass it by tomorrow. It is without doubt, Abhishek Manu Singhvi, a signal of your nervousness ahead of the general elections, especially after your defeat to the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi. Kumar Vishwas is responding now. Kumar Vishwas.
मुझे लगता है कि शायद सिंघवी साहब सुनेंगे अर्नब।
जी,
एक तो टाइम्स नाउ का जो शो है ना, इसको सभी वो नहीं देखते जो एडिटोरियल्स पढ़ते हैं, आम आदमी भी देखता है। उसको एक सीधी बात समझ में आ जाती है कि हमारे कांग्रेस के मित्र वही भाषा बोल रहे हैं जो 2 साल पहले बोलते थे। तुम तो माईवे हाईवे वाली बात कर रहे हो, अभी थोड़ा ले लो, आगे सुधर जाएंगे। 3 बातों पर समझौता हुआ था। रात को मैं वहां था, स्वर्गीय विलासराव देशमुख जी आए थे, पूरा देश था, आप भी जागे हुए थे, बहुत दिन से सोए नहीं थे
जी।
वो 3 बातें इस लोकपाल में हों तो लोगों की समझ में आती है। पहली बात थी, एक मजबूत लोकपाल होगा, राज्यों में उसी की तर्ज पर लोकायुक्त होगा। अब कहा जा रहा है लोकायुक्त राज्य अपना अपना बना लेंगे, तो बेचारे जो राजस्थान वाले आए थे, जो मध्य प्रदेश वाले आए थे, आंध्रा वाले आए थे, वो क्यों आए थे? नंबर 2, दूसरी बात थी ABCD चारों कैटेगरी के नीचे होंगी। अब कहा जा रहा है कि CVC के थ्रू नीचे वाले देख लिए जाएंगे, ऊपर के ये रख लेते हैं। फिर कहा जाता था कि सिटीजन चार्टर होगा, समयबद्ध सीमा में अगर काम नहीं होगा तो वहां आपको उस अधिकारी के खिलाफ कार्रवाई करने का अधिकार होगा। तीनों बातें इसके अंदर नहीं है। और जो महत्वपूर्ण इसमें बात है, इसका जो अपॉइंटमेंट था वो आज पॉलिटिशियंस के हाथ में आ गया है। जो सरकारी लोकपाल है वो कहता है 5 मेंबर होंगे, PM जो पॉलिटिशियन है, लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन पॉलिटिशियन है, चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया, और उनके द्वारा नॉमिनेट एक चौथा आदमी, यानी कि जो मेजॉरिटी है वो पॉलिटिशियंस की हो गई।
This person, the person sitting next to you represents the BJP. One minute. In your view, you say it's a joke pal. Is Sudhanshu Trivedi part of the conspiracy with the BJP in your view?
Definitely. ये इतना सुंदर लोकपाल है कि इस पर तो मायावती जी भी सहमत हैं। वो बड़ी प्रसन्न है, वो चाह रही है कल पास हो जाए।
Part of the conspiracy?
Because ये दोनों चाहते हैं कि लोकपाल का जो बोझ है वो किस तरह से हटे और हम ये कहें कि देखिए करप्शन की लड़ाई खत्म हो गई।
Just to translate very quickly for viewers may not follow Hindi, neither is my Hindi so good. But there are 4 points which Aam Aadmi Party makes right at the top. It says the government has given up on its promise to have a strong lokpal. It says that the government had said there would be lokayukts in various states and that is now being given a go-by. It says that the group C and D employees were meant to be answerable to the Lokpal, now they are answerable to the CVC. It says the government agreed to a citizens' charter which would ensure that in a fixed period of time, you, the citizen, get an answer to your problem if you have an allegation against someone on corruption. On all these 4s, it is accusing the Congress party of betrayal, and it has just accused the BJP of being part of the great betrayal of the people of India on this. I'm coming to you, Abhishek Manu Singhvi. It's now the BJP's turn.
Yes, of course, I agree that in the letter and spirit both, the Congress party was not in a good spirit for a strong Lokpal, as was the BJP since several years.
Will you block it?
We have started this movement since July 2010, much before the Aam Aadmi Party and Baba Ramdev movement has started. If you remember, the entire monsoon session was washed out on the issue of the JPC on 2G. But the government turned deaf ear, and not only they involved in so many of corruption, but they are also subverted all the constitutional apparatus, which finally led to such a strong public anger that the Congress was routed in 3 states.
Dr. Singhvi, one second. Dr. Singhvi, I need your attention on this because the BJP is responding to the points made. They listen to you. I request you for your attention. Yes, Dr. Singhvi, please give your attention. Yes, Sudhanshu Trivedi, continue.
So the manner in which the Congress was routed in 3 states and decimated in Delhi. And even Aam Aadmi Party is an outcome of that.
What are you saying, Dr.
Arnab,
Singhvi?
I have been telling a man here that except for the first point Mr. Vishwas made, I have not been hearing anything. It's distorted voice completely. It's absolutely glowing. I know the first point and I can't understand anything else.
One second. I assure you that I am going to summarize this. I summarized it once. If required, I'll summarize it a second time so that you can respond. But right now, just to let you know, the debate is poised at a point where the Aam Aadmi Party has accused the BJP of being a co-conspirator, along with the Congress Party in cheating the people on what they call is the joke pal. Yes, go ahead.
Now I will come to the allegation.
Are you a co-conspirator? Answer is
now I am coming on the allegation of Aam Aadmi Party that BJP is a co-conspirator. BJP's track record for the probity in politics. I would like to just remember 3 points. Why this no party is able to form the government today? Because of such a strong anti-defection law. Who brought this? The NDA brought it. The 15% ceiling in the ministry, who brought it? NDA brought it.
But are we talking about that? We are talking about
let me complete. Declaration of assets by the not only member of parliament but also their spouses. It is the BJP which brought it.
No, but are we talking about the
now
declaration
I am
of
coming.
Assets? Let's talk
as far as this Lokpal is concerned, our stand is very clear. We want to go by the select committee recommendation and we are hopeful that the government will include into these 2 things. As far as he has raised the issue that all should be converted, categories should be in one authority. It is a practically very difficult thing. Kumar. It's like you are saying that all cases cases should be put on the Supreme Court.